Cool. You're live.
Welcome out to It's All Been Done Radio Hour.
Once more, we are streaming live on YouTube.
How do they really know it's live, though?
Well, the time is 5:03.
Can you prove it?
Well, I'm not wearing a watch, so... No.
Well, just trust us. We're live.
Yeah. So the show you're about to see contains scripted serials of ongoing stories. You can check out itsallbeendoneradiohour.com for more information, including links to our wiki.
Follow us on social media at IABD Presents, and also donate to us on patreon.com. We would really love the support. And since we didn't charge you a ticket price for today's show, it's only fair.
Additionally, if you'd like to read the stories we perform, you can buy Universe Journey script book seasons 1 and 2, as well as the top-notch Tangler season 1 and Daniel Kravitz Chosen One volume 1 on Amazon right now.
Or just go back and listen to the past episodes of the podcast.
Why not both?
Also, today's show contains shorts instead of our usual commercials.
Written by us for the short show that we didn't do in May. Enjoy.
We appreciate you sticking with our little show through this crazy pandemic, and we can't wait to see you in the theater soon. Hopefully soon. Might be next year, but that's still soon, right?
Just as in the theater, we have no sets or costumes, but now you get close-ups of all of our faces. And Sam, you did say soon, right?
I sure hope so. And without further ado,
it's all been done.
Radio Hour!
Welcome to our show. It's the best show you're gonna know.
Up in space.
Punching face.
This is quite the disgrace.
Welcome to our show. Welcome to our show.
For voices, you'll find no better pros.
He is rude.
I'm approved.
You should use the attitudes.
Welcome to our show. Welcome to our show. It's different than the ones you know.
We've got songs.
Wearing thongs. Oh my goodness, that is wrong.
Welcome to our show. We feel like we got off on the wrong foot. Specifically the one in his mouth.
Crap.
We promise this is fun. Sorry for the puns.
We'll do our best to
Entertain you now. Welcome to our show. It's the best show you're gonna know. Enjoy our flops and gas. We'll try to make you laugh. Welcome to our show.
And now, Privates with an episode called Fellow the Money.
Hey folks, Sam's here. It looks like we have a little bit of a technical difficulty going on, so we are getting Keith back online to get ready to start his show. So until then, just give us a moment, and gotta love the age of the future.
Hello, I'm Detective Jake Cotton. I've had my ups and downs, but right now I'm up. Dame Cordelia Bench, mother of my girlfriend, had much of her vast fortune stolen from her, and she's asked me to get it back in return for a hefty finder's fee. I'm happy to carry that load, less happy to work with her boyfriend, Frank Barry. With a case this large, I wasn't sure where to start. At the beginning, sure. But I was already in the middle. Looking forward to the end. It being hours after Christmas, most of the likely suspects were still celebrating the holiday, so I couldn't just haul them away from their families. But there had to be some Scrooge I could make like Marley and haunt. And so, I've ended up at the door of one Jonathan Cobalt Featherweight, miserly money manager for Dame Cordelia.
I've got my Christmas ham, thanks.
I'm not here for ham.
No, you look like one yourself with that showy trench coat and hat.
I'll thank you to let me in.
Not by the hair on my chinny chin.
I'm Detective Jake Cotton.
I know who you are, pig.
I'm not a cop.
I'm aware.
Why do I feel like I showed up at the slaughterhouse?
Because you have half a brain. Why don't you go find the other half?
I don't understand this hostility.
Dame Cordelia made me aware of what you're doing, taking a huge chunk of her hard-earned money.
I'm not taking anything. I'll have to earn it the hard way first.
I don't approve. Hasn't she lost enough?
That's what I'm here about. Where did the money go?
Hell if I know.
And yet, it's your job to know. You're the money man.
Yes, I'm a man, not a god. I can only see the numbers.
So you can count the ones that are missing.
Sure, I can count it. It's a huge number. I just don't know where it went.
Well, it didn't go out for a pack of cigarettes.
You're a funny guy. Anybody ever tell you that?
Not really. Can I take a look at your books?
This ain't a library.
And I'm not a patron. I need to see if there are any clues.
I've got one for you. Take a hike.
Dame Cordelia would like you to cooperate with me.
I'd like to be lying on a beach with a tan broad on either side. That doesn't mean I'm going to get it.
Look, we're both on the same side here, aren't we?
I doubt it.
We both want Cordelia to get her money back.
Yes, but I want her to keep it, not give it to you.
Well, she won't have any if I don't do my job. So why not help me?
I would be happy to help you out if you ever came in, which you haven't.
Look,
Jonathan!
Frank Berry. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
Well, my legs. I kid. Why, I've come to see you, old sport.
Always happy for you to see me. Come in, come in.
Might Jake join us?
He might, if he must.
I must. And this place is must.
I don't want to offend your sensibilities, so perhaps you better just leave.
I'm not falling for that, old chestnut.
Oh, Jake, don't insult our friend here.
I offer you a drink, Frank.
Of course you can offer, and of course I'll accept.
I'll be right back. Go right on through to the office.
Jake follows Frank to Jonathan's richly appointed office, as neat as his entryway is messy. While Frank comfortably settles into an easy chair, Jake paces the edges of the room, examining every book and memento on the shelf.
Oh, sit down, will you, Jake? You're making me nervous.
What are you doing here, Frank?
Well, we're partners now, aren't we?
Are we?
You old cad. Of course we are. One partner might take a bit of offense at the other left without waiting for him.
I wasn't sure you were coming to work.
Oh, can we please call it something besides work? Oh, I hate that term.
And it doesn't like you.
Well, had you waited for me, Jake, I could have told you that you are barking up the wrong tree. Jonathan had nothing to do with the missing money.
He's the one that seems like a dog to me.
Now, save the catfight. He's just on edge because he knows you suspect him. He's a decent fellow when he's not being interrogated.
I've got half a mind to take him to the edge and hold him over it.
Now, that kind of attitude will only get you nowhere. Kill him with kindness, that's my motto.
I'd like to kill him, but I've got other methods.
Now, Jake.
Look, Frank, you do things your way and I'll do them mine. Just don't get in my way.
We have got to find a way to work together if this partnership's ever going to succeed.
Or we could just put it out of its misery now.
Oh, there you go, being funny again. Now, when he comes back, just follow my lead.
Here you go, Frank. And I brought one for you too, Jake.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
This is why people don't like you, Jake Cotton. You...
Gentlemen, please. I think you just got off on the wrong foot.
I'd like to shove my right one up his...
Now. We all want to help my dear, beloved Cordelia.
I'll help her in any way I can.
Ah, that's the spirit. Oh, and so is this. Oh, it's a nice vintage old sport.
Thank you. Here, Jake.
Thank you. Oh, damn it, Jonathan. You spilled it all over me.
It was an accident.
Sure it was. If I didn't
Now,
have...
might we take a tiny peek at your books, just to get acquainted with the numbers?
All right, fine. I'll introduce you.
Oh, wow-wee! I can't make heads or tails of this. You care to explain it to me?
Of course, Frank. Cordelia told me to give you everything you need. You'll see here, this is the running total. And in this column are the expenses. But every time there's an entry...
the numbers don't line up.
My penmanship is exact. Every line is straight.
Yes, but there are missing digits.
Not from me. I should break one of your digits, suggesting otherwise.
I didn't say it was from you.
Oh, thanks for showing us, Jonathan. Might we trouble you if we write down a bit of this, copy a little bit?
Be my guest. Just don't put anything on your paper identifying the numbers as belonging to Cordelia. I wouldn't want finances made public.
I am discreet about all Cordelia's affairs.
Except the ones concerning you.
Especially the ones concerning me. Go ahead, Jake. Write down what you need to.
I have to admit, Frank did come in handy there, and without being handsy. Maybe I did need him for this particular case, but he need never be told that. Numbers in hand, I knew my next stop would be to the bank. Well, the next stop after the next stop, as I needed to swing by my apartment and get a clean shirt. Likely one of the few clean things available in my place. What I didn't know is just what dirtiness awaited me.
Okay.
Judy, what are you doing here?
A little birdie told me that you might be coming home this morning, so I thought I'd flit on over for a peck.
Might that birdie have blonde hair and an annoying habit of getting in my way?
Perhaps.
Is he trying to get to the bank before I do? Why? I thought he wanted to work with me.
So many questions. How about I give you some answers? A late Christmas present. I hope you like it.
Wow, that's some get-up.
Then get up over here and thank me for your present.
I'm working right now, Judy.
You can work me over, Jake.
As tempting as that is, the reasons for you being here seem as flimsy as that lingerie.
You really know how to insult a girl.
I'm sorry, Judy. I didn't mean to. I've just got a lot on my mind.
I can help you out with that.
I'm sure you can. But if Frank wanted me out of the way...
It wasn't Frank that told me you were coming home.
It wasn't? Then who?
Are you going to grill me or drill me?
Can't I do both?
Not at the moment.
Then Oh, hell.
Oh.
Well, I think Jake's a little too busy to do the closing. Who wanted Jake distracted? And are Judy's intentions pure? Come back next time to find out in another episode of Privates. Now, to the ranch that serves as the headquarters for the new ULP for a short written by Samantha Stark entitled Daniel Kravitz of Antique Shop versus Geralt of Rivia.
I finally finished The Witcher last night, and
No, Madison, not you too.
Hi, have you not watched The Witcher yet?
Of course I have, Stephanie, but I also read the books, which are way better.
Oh my gosh, I am tired of that old cliche. The books aren't always better.
I know. I'm just saying, in this case...
Well, how about you, Novir? Watch the show or read the books?
Pop culture is waste of time.
I agree with Novir. We should be studying and training, not watching silly TV shows.
So the TV show is silly, yet in reality there is magic and the chosen one and monsters?
I'm not going to argue with you, Stephanie. Let's go get some sparring in.
Good idea.
Oh, you guys, who would win in a fight? Daniel Kravitz or Geralt?
Oh, Daniel Kravitz. What are you laughing for? I mean, sure, The Witcher would put up an okay fight, but Daniel would end up on top.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Kai. You're wrong.
You are such a suck up.
Oh, come on, guys. I mean, it's obvious.
Oh, you are completely blind if you think
Wait.
that Daniel
Wait, if we are going to have a real debate, we need to set some parameters.
This is waste of time. Novir out.
Did Novir just make a joke?
It was at least a pop culture reference, right?
Okay, so back to the debate.
Right. Arnold, are we talking TV show Geralt or Geralt from the books or video games?
Okay, well, we all watched the show, so let's say TV show Geralt.
Yeah, he would totally wipe the floor with Daniel and would look fine doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why do looks matter?
Of course you'd say that.
Hey, well, what do you mean by that?
Looks don't matter, Madison. And you're all crazy. Daniel has the strength of all the past chosen ones inside of him. And once that is tapped into, he will be unstoppable.
Stephanie. If we're only talking the TV show Geralt, then we're only talking Daniel as of right now. Not Daniel in the future. Current powers and training levels only.
Fine.
I have real person versus fictional person. Man, who cares?
I care, Kai. How can you think the Witcher would beat the Chosen One? Have any of you ever been out in the field with Daniel? No? Well, I have. He is smart and tactical and is a very skilled fighter. He may not be as attractive as Geralt, but he is more intelligent and powerful and would win the fight anytime, anywhere.
Being his friend can only get you so far, Stephanie. At some point, you're going to have to do the work.
Whoa!
You think that
Daniel is efficient with several weapons.
So is Geralt, master of all weapons.
Nope, Madison. We're only talking about TV Geralt, and he only used a sword and some daggers and maybe an axe.
Okay, we'll stick with what was in the show. Geralt is still more proficient with the sword than Daniel is with Pee-wee.
No way, Arnold. Daniel is quicker, lighter on his feet, clearly the superior fighter.
You can't possibly believe that. Geralt took on multiple opponents and sliced through them like butter.
Well, Daniel showed just how nimble he was when he fought the three demon brothers, Razzle, Frazzle, and Jeff.
Geralt has superior magic skills, and he can use them seamlessly in combat.
Daniel has defeated a wider range of monsters and bad guys. I mean, he took down the whole ULP.
Oh, boom! Mic drop.
Geralt broke the spell of the Striga and didn't die. If he can do that, then he can easily defeat anything Daniel has.
Please, Daniel defeated a giant worm creature with teeth and pincers on his first day as the Chosen One, before he even knew what he was doing.
Oh my god! Geralt killed a Kikamura! That was easily 3 times his size while submerged in water!
Yeah.
Daniel killed a Kraken. What else you got?
Geralt's whole job is hunting monsters. Daniel kind of doesn't even do that anymore.
No, he just has his favorites do it for him.
Kai, help me out.
Daniel is trained in several types of martial arts.
And you think Geralt isn't? He's been trained since he was a child and went through a magic-induced mutation that only a small percentage of people even survive.
There is only one Chosen One at that time, much more exclusive.
Come on! Geralt is called the Witcher! How cool is that?
That is a good point.
Again, Daniel is the Chosen One. One, singular. There are several Witchers.
Hey, Geralt has an awesome sidekick.
He's just a bard. I mean, who always gets in trouble or in the way.
Excuse me? Just a bard?
Daniel has a useful Garu monster at his side that he had to behead before they became friends.
Not to mention all of us.
Please. Geralt has a better title. Geralt of Rivia. What would Daniel's be? Daniel Kravitz of Antique Shop.
Actually, he's from Brightside.
Whose side are you on, Arnold?
I'm sorry, I was just saying he's from Brightside. I mean, it's a place.
Well,
it's not like
hey,
it's
Geralt has a horse named Roach, who has such a beautiful animal names him after a gross little bug.
I happen to like roaches.
Ew.
Like, what else you got?
Oh,
here.
And Geralt needs a potion to go out monster mode. Daniel Kravitz is always ready for a fight.
Yeah. But Geralt has a super hot and powerful girlfriend.
Are you calling Abby weak and unattractive?
No, I wasn't saying that. I would never. She's so stupid.
Guys,
Oh, God.
what's going on here?
Mr. Kravitz, we were just discussing.
Well, come on, discussing what? Spit it out.
Well,
Who would win in a fight, you or the Witcher?
Oh, that's easy. The answer is me. Always me. I will win against all the people. Now, come on. This question has made you late for class. Let's go.
Aren't you also late for class?
Touche. Ooh, looks like I need another cup of coffee, so you got about 2 minutes. Make that about 8 minutes tops.
Like, great. Is it just me, or does Daniel Kravitz remind anyone a little bit of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I don't see it.
Yeah, how can you not?
Ooh, who is the better mentor, Rufus or Giles?
oh, easy, Giles.
Oh, Rufus is totally better than Giles.
What?
Actually, Giles has a quiet past that would make him superior.
I mean, really, I think that Giles would really help out in here and be the
Rufus
best in the
can-
situation.
Rufus can research miles around Giles.
Stay
Okay,
tuned
like
for
a
more
position
adventures of
accent.
Daniel
I wanna-
Kravitz, Chosen One. In fact, here's one right now. Our next feature tonight is Daniel Kravitz, Chosen One. Daniel is the man tapped to stand up against the ultimate evil and save the world.
You're welcome.
Together with his girlfriend and leader of the ULP, who has been lying a lot lately, Abby Reynolds.
Hello.
Head of research, who has fallen out of favor with the Chosen One, Rufus Reginald Rochester.
Good day to you all.
Daniel's former mentor, who ran off to the monster-inhabited subworlds to protect his secret family, Alexis Augustus Armentrout.
Hello, everyone.
Grezit the Green, a Garu monster who fights for the ULP.
I am still most fierce.
And Josh Wallace, Daniel's sorcerer friend who died and came back to life, sans magic, and who may now be their former enemy Bertram, once a leader of the old ULP that Daniel and friends destroyed.
Not Bertram.
We'll see. They battle the forces of darkness and protect us all.
Fine, maybe sad to be alive.
Those skilly, ugly feet, they keep hassling me all day. Now I hate my life even more each day. Sad tears. I wish they'd all just go far, far away. Especially the ultimate evil. I want to kick it right in the garden of good and... Oh my god, I almost said evil and evil. That's the end of the Daniel Kravitz song. That's the end of the Daniel Kravitz song.
Tonight's episode, Maneuvers. We begin in a shady, dim bar some miles from the ULP's ranch headquarters, where Rufus, the changeling caretaker of the ranch Voldaire, and Grezit the Green in his human disguise wait in a shadowy corner booth.
Waiting is boring, so boring. Grezit the Green does not wait for no one.
So you do wait for someone,
No!
But you just said...
Grezit, if the wait is bothering you, you can leave.
No, I cannot. Daniel Kravitz told Grezit the Green to keep an eye on you, Rufus Reginald Rochester, and that is what I am doing.
I'll leave then, I don't like to be away from my ranch.
All right, Voldaire. I guess if I have Grezit here, I don't need you.
Give me the keys then,
No. I'm going to need the car to get home myself.
Then how am I supposed to go,
Uber?
What is Uber? It sounds just like booger.
Voltaire is very funny.
What did I say that was funny?
You said...
I am beginning to regret not coming by myself.
But you are a feeble old man, Rufus Reginald Rochester. And while I am still mad at you for gossiping behind my bestie Abby Reynolds' back, Grezit the Green does not intend to let you die unless it is at his own 5 hands.
Die? I don't want to die, If this is dangerous, I'll just walk home or turn into a bird and fly home.
I don't believe this is a dangerous situation, but one can never be too careful.
Rufus Reginald Rochester?
Yes, Grezit.
I smell the smell you told me to smell.
Quick, Voldaire, change.
Oh, I.
Voldaire quickly changes his visage into that of Daniel Kravitz, chosen one. And not a moment too soon, as a lame woman with a large scar on her face, missing a finger and a half, approaches their table.
Daniel Kravitz?
Yes, that's me, you must be Marta.
Yes. I'll have a beer.
George, go fetch us some beers, please.
George? Who is George?
You are.
Yes, I am George. George will go get some beers.
Sorry, he's a bit slow.
You'd think the chosen one would surround himself with better people.
Oh, I do.
Well, George has his skills.
I can see that by his massive size, as long as the rest of him doesn't move as slow as his brain.
Yes, well, so, did you bring it?
Who are you and why are you speaking for the chosen one?
I'm Rufus Reginald Rochester, and I...
Not you. You.
Me?
Yeah, why are you pretending to be him?
Oh, I'm not pretending I am him.
Fine,
I mean me.
Wait.
Why should I? You ain't on the up and up.
Well, I would think someone in your line of work is used to that.
Yeah, I am. But I don't deal with people whose faces I can't see.
Change back, Voldaire.
That's better. He's so tall. Becomes a bit uncomfortable to stretch out so.
You spend half your time as a horse.
Yes, but I'm used to that shape,
All right, so...
Oh, here are beers brought by me, George. I am George.
Him too.
You wouldn't want to see him. That would definitely attract attention. And besides, I'm afraid his transformation is magical in nature, and I did not bring my sorcerer with me.
We should have brought sexy Alfredo.
So he's Grez the Green.
No, Gorge, a pathetic, weak human.
Yes, this is Grez the Green.
All right, he can keep the mask.
Good. Let's get down to business, shall we?
I agreed to meet with the chosen one, not you all.
Yes, well, I think you'll find us most satisfactory. We have something for trade that will more than satisfy you.
Let's hear it then.
Meanwhile, in the subworlds, where the monsters are amassing into an army to march on the ULP ranch, Alexis Augustus Armentrout returns home to his wife after being captured by monsters and badly beaten.
Alexis, you're back.
It's all
I
right.
was so worried.
It's all right.
But look at you.
I escaped. I'm fine.
Thank God. Why do you have to go out there? Why can't you just stay here with us, where it's safe?
It's not safe here.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but it's just not true, Amara.
Alexis.
The world is a dangerous place. Someone has to be out there protecting people.
But why does it have to be you?
You know what I do for a living.
What you did, yes. But the ULP is gone.
It's not, Amara. It never will be.
Alexis, I was fine with hiding away and letting you do your thing when Sophie was a baby. But our daughter needs a father.
She needs a father who can look up to and respect.
She needs a father who's here.
I came back, Amara. I came when you needed me.
But we need you to stay, too.
You know I can't do that.
You can. You absolutely can. You're choosing not to. Make a different choice. Choose us.
I am choosing you. What do you think keeps me going?
Your purpose and mission.
No. I mean, yes, but not just that. Amara, I'm getting older too, and as awful as it's been hiding here, fearing for our lives, it's been really nice being back with you. I didn't know just how much I wanted to be here until I was. When this is over,
What do you mean when this is over?
When this fight is over, when Monbo is stopped.
You mean when she kills you?
No, I don't. I already faced her, killed her closest aide, and returned.
That's where you... Ugh, but look at you.
Amara,
And then, what if you do survive? There'll always be another Monbo, another fight.
But I'll come home to you.
Until you don't come home anymore.
Amara, I can't let them kill my friends.
What about your family?
Stopping Monbo makes things safer for you too.
You're choosing your friends over us.
I'm not, I swear, but I can't just sit by and let people I care about be slaughtered.
I know.
But you...
I said, I know. I didn't say I liked it.
So you'll let me...
Let you? I've never let you do anything. You make your own choices, Alexis.
And I choose you after I stop Monbo.
I'm not sure I'm willing to choose you anymore, Alexis.
Amara!
Not if you do this. I'm sorry, but you've given a lot. I've given a lot. All these years, it's someone else's turn.
I can't just sit by and...
Neither can I.
So what do we do?
I don't know if there's a we anymore, Alexis.
You don't mean that.
I don't want to mean that, but I think that I do. Sophie's in there. You should see your daughter before you leave.
Of course. But Amara,
We both know you're going, Alexis. So go.
all right.
Back at the ranch, in the makeshift prison cells, with a man who looks like Josh Wallace resides. He is approached by Kaya Kane, a trainee who isn't what he seems, in the middle of the night.
Kai, back again.
Oh, where else would I be?
I heard they were having trouble finding you.
Oh, you're trapped in a cell. Where would you have heard anything?
The people around here like to talk. A lot.
You almost sound like you like them.
They're not all bad. People rarely are.
And yet, you're going to kill them.
Killing is messy. Never kill unless you have to.
Oh, you have to?
Some, perhaps. Not all. Are you going to help?
No. I'm leaving. My work here is done.
But you came to say goodbye to me. I'm touched.
Don't be. You're a loose end to tie up.
So you've come to kill me then? Fine. Get it over with.
You want to die?
Of course not. But as you pointed out, I'm in a cell. Not like I have much defense.
Well, I highly doubt that. Besides, I didn't come to kill you. I came to free you.
I'm not ready to get out yet.
Something's coming.
I know.
Well, here's the key. Use it, save it. I don't care.
If you don't care, why help me?
Because you're going to hurt them. And that serves my purpose. Her purpose.
Careful, Kai. Don't take on someone else's vendetta as your own.
Well, I could say the same for you.
I'm only doing this for myself these days. After what they've done to me, I don't know anyone, anything.
Oh, except those you want to kill. You're going to complete your mission.
Yes, but not because they want me to. Because I want to. Because it's my turn.
Whatever the reason, I hope you succeed.
No, you don't. You only hope that I make things easier for her.
The next time we meet, I will have to kill you.
You're welcome to try, though that will only end in your demise.
We'll see.
In the apartment on the ranch shared by Abby Reynolds and Daniel Kravitz.
You're coming in late.
I'm sorry if I woke you.
Do I look like I was asleep? Sitting up? Fully dressed in a chair?
No, but it's late.
Yeah, it is. So, where were you, Abby?
Working with Alfredo.
Do I need to be jealous?
Of Alfredo?
Well, I mean, Abby, I don't know what to think. You never talk to me anymore.
Come on, Daniel. I'm tired. Let's just go to bed. We can talk about this later.
I mean, can we? Because we never seem to.
Daniel.
I thought forming the new ULP would make more time for us, and train a bunch of newbies to do most of the work for me, and I just, show up for the heavy lifting and stuff. But
Daniel,
and the rest of the time would be for you.
I have a job to do.
We all do.
I'm in charge. You know what kind of responsibility that comes with?
Yes. I did it first. Remember?
Not like this. Not for a large group.
Well, let Rufus take over. Or anything. I want my girlfriend back. I'm ready for us time. Start having kids. The marriage that we were thinking.
I don't want kids. I never wanted them.
No, sure you do. We used to talk about it all the time. We even had a little system.
No, I never did.
Well, No, come on, Abby. Don't you remember? You even said that
I used to want you and only you. You wanted kids. I didn't argue, but that wasn't my dream.
So what? Now you want something besides me?
Is that so bad, Daniel? Can't I contribute to the world too? Be useful?
Abby, of course. You always have been.
No, I wasn't. I was the shop girl, your employee. I wasn't your equal, your partner.
You were my friend.
Then you became the chosen one, and I was the sidekick. Not even that.
No, you were always something to me.
But I wasn't to myself. Now I am.
But is there still room for me with this new you?
Yes. Oh, come on, Daniel. You've always had something else. Someone else.
No, I haven't.
You love your job. You love being a mentor, and you love this group. Look at Corey.
What about her?
She's like a daughter to you.
The hell she is. No, she is just someone who I just noticed. I was like,
whatever she is, I know you're keeping her here against my better judgment because you're afraid she'll die out there on her own. And you're probably right. But I don't allow it because you're right. I'll allow it.
Whoa. You allow?
I'm the boss.
I can't say I really care much for this new side of you. What?
Well, this is me. You can either accept that or you'll have to find somebody else.
I never want to find somebody else. Abby, I love you.
I love you, Daniel. Don't look at me like that. I do. I just have a life outside of you now, and I don't think you like that, even though you've long had a life outside of me.
That is not the issue, Abby.
Then what is it?
I don't know.
Well, when you figure it out, let's talk about it. For now, I'm going to get some sleep. Good night.
Good night.
Back at the bar, more than a couple of beers later, our heroes head outside.
This is such a nice night, hi? Don't you think it's a nice night, Grizzit?
I am gorgeous human, not Grizzit.
Don't you think it's a nice night, George?
Yes, Dold Bear. It is a very nice night. I drank 33 beers. 33 is a nice number.
It is an expensive number, too.
The two non-humans wander aimlessly as Marta and Rufus stroll behind them.
They're 3 sheets to the wind.
Well, you don't seem affected.
Neither do you.
I can hold my alcohol.
You did a spell before you came in to cancel out its effect on you.
Is that what you did as well?
No, I'm just good at drinking.
All right. Well, let's see it.
Right this way.
Marta leads Rufus to an old station wagon that's seen better days. She pops open the back to reveal a large object covered in a stained blue sheet.
It is.
It's bigger than I expected.
Bet you've never heard that before.
I'm going to need some help. Grez...
Not another word.
Ah. I see my companions weren't the only ones hiding their true forms. You know, it doesn't have to go down this way.
You think a weak human like you has any chance against me?
So you thought you could lure out some of Daniel's best fighters and dispose of them before you attack the ranch?
Something like that.
And that's not the protection object I asked for under the sheet, is it?
See for yourself.
I am Ikijo!
Yes, I met your brother. Grisly death.
Shut your face!
You think I didn't expect this? That I didn't plan for it?
Your plan is inebriated, Rufus. Ikijo, I promised you that you could kill this one. Let's get this over with.
Ikijo will take his time savoring this.
You will not harm Rufus Reginald Rochester, says I, Grazit the Green.
And I, Voltaire.
You're both drunk.
I can rip you to shreds even while I'm drunk. First, I'll pop your eyeballs out and then put them in the pickly eggs jar. Eggs jar. Then I will...
Ooh, I've always wanted to witness a crescent rant,
As I was saying, I will break the jar over your head, boop, and then I will shove your head of your little friend into the jar.
If the jar is broken, how can you shove Ikijo into it?
No. There will be 2 jars.
2 jars.
Then I will vacuum pump all of the air out of the jar so Ikijo explodes in a messy.
Look out, Grizit!
Ikijo leaps at the Garu monster, who, despite looking human to the naked eye, still has his claws and teeth at its disposal. The two tumble to the ground, a blur of fur and fangs. Marta uses the distraction to jump at Rufus, aiming her own deadly talons at his throat.
I shall save you, Rufus Reginald Rochester.
Voltaire morphs into a large reptile, spinning and slamming Marta with his tail, sending her flying.
Thank you, Voltaire.
Don't mention it, but can you help me stop spinning now?
Inebriated, Voldaire's momentum keeps him spinning in circles. Rufus attempts to grab his arm and steady him. Marta uses the distraction to leap at Rufus and manages to impale his shoulder with one talon. Voltaire, still spinning, pukes on them. Marta takes the brunt of the vomit as Rufus rolls away.
If you think that's gross, you should see some of my other forms,
Die, Ikijo! Die!
Grazit the Green manages to sink his claws deep into Ikijo and then pulls the beast apart, literally, spilling its insides all over the gravel of the parking lot.
What do you think of my plan now? Even tipsy, these two are formidable. Stand down, Marta. It's over.
Would you like me to change into a cage, and trap her?
No, don't fair. No, she will stab your cage with her talons.
Oh, that would hurt. I don't think I'd like that.
Voltaire, there are some ropes and handcuffs in the trunk of the car that we came in. Go get them.
I need the keys,
They are in my front left pocket.
I don't want to reach into your slacks,
Grazit the Green will do it!
Oh, Grazit, wait.
Grazit reaches for Rufus's pocket, his claws slicing into the fabric. The keys fall out, but so does a bit of blood.
Oh,
sorry, Rufus Reginald Rochester.
Rufus loses concentration and his spell peters out. Marta dashes off into a nearby cornfield and disappears.
Come back, traitorous Martin, so Grazit the Green can destroy you.
I'll turn into a horse and chase after her. Nay?
No, stop. It's fine. Just let her go.
All right.
But why, Rufus Reginald Rochester?
Because we're not her, Grazit. We don't always need to kill.
Are you saying Grazit the Green should not have killed Ikijo.
Rufus looks down at the bloody, pulpy mess that used to be a furry monster.
No, Grazit, I'm not saying that.
And that's where we'll leave our story. Only 2 more months of episodes before the big Volume 3 finale in November. Who will live? Who will die? And the really important stuff, which couples will stay together? Come back and find out! And now, instead of a commercial, and it's all been theatre, teeny weeny, Humpty Dumpty.
I am Sir Hubert Donald Ratigan Fievel Norwal, Esquire the Third, and this is It's All Been Theatre. Those simpletons at IABD Radio Hour didn't give me a full segment today, but instead I present a teeny-weeny story. I'm sure you all think you know of the clumsy egg and his plight, but here is the true story.
Oh boy, look at that wall. Have you ever seen such a great-looking wall? Let's climb it.
Humpty, you had better be careful.
Why, Frederick? You checking?
No, it is a nice wall, and I would be happy to climb it, but you are egg.
Yeah, a magical egg come to life.
Yes, but your magic powers don't include a reinforced shell. Every time you go for a walk, you take your life into your hands. Climbing brick wall would be tantamount to suicidal.
Oh, pish posh. In my 3 days of existence, since you wished for me upon a star, I have been nothing but careful. It's time I lived a little. Look at this. Here's the dream.
Well, having an animated giant egg for a best friend has been more trouble than it has been worth, probably. So, go ahead, see if I care.
Okay, here I go. There, I made it. Come on up, Frederick. The view is glorious. I can see all the way to the castle. Look, the king's horses, they're the king's men, and they're riding. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh.
Well, I told you, Humpty.
Help me. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain. My yolk is leaking everywhere.
Yes. I should scoop some of you up. Mom will be happy if I finally let her cook you.
You must save me, Frederick. You're my only friend.
Yes, but like you are dead. There is no helping you.
With that, I breathe my last.
Yeah, see? Dead.
Alas! What has happened to this poor soul?
He's a giant egg, and he thought it would be a good idea to climb up on the wall.
We must help this chap before it is too late. Men, assist me at once.
What are you going to do? His shell is cracked wide open.
Come, men, let us push the pieces of the shell back together.
What will that do?
We cannot know until we try.
Oh, that just made a bigger mess.
We can still save him.
How?
Perhaps we just are not pushing the pieces firmly enough together. The horses can assist with that. Come, horses.
Oh. Oh, that is not working either.
Alas, I know not what else we might do to help. Despite all our efforts, we were just not able to put. What was that Eggman's name?
Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty?
I thought it was funny, and it was for 5 minutes.
Despite the best efforts of all the king's horses and all the king's men.
All is 4 of each?
We were not able to put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
And so that, in an eggshell, is the story of Humpty Dumpty, how it really happened.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I was quite good, was I not?
The moral, of course, is don't waste your wishes on stupid things or expect morons to help you out. So that's 2 morals. You're welcome. I have been Sir Hubert Donald Redkin Fievel Norwell, Esquire the Third, and this was It's All Been Theatre.
The end. Our next feature today is Morning Show. Morning Show is a morning radio program in Columbus, Ohio. Its producer is Shelley Myers.
Yeah, okay. 30 seconds to air.
Host Pat Schock embraces the hard-hitting news the show has become.
1 second. Just need to polish my opening.
While co-host Gus Goodall wishes they'd stuck to comedy.
Well, she said you had 30 seconds, Pat. So yes, you got one.
Previously on Morning Show, the program exposed the crimes of Mayor Regina Hayes, an associate of the station's boss, Brooks Dillon. Shelley agreed to meet weekly with Brooks to go over her stories. Also, there was a virus outbreak in which the infected resembled zombies on the West Coast, which has now spread to Mexico. Today's episode, Options. We begin with Shelley and Brooks meeting in his office.
And so that is what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, that all sounds fine. How do you do it?
Do what?
Get your information. You've had 6 major breaking stories since you started the show.
Yeah. You know, us journalists, we don't reveal our sources.
You're not a journal. I'm sorry. You are, aren't you?
Yes.
Shelley, have you ever thought about doing something beyond news?
What do you mean?
I admit, I wasn't a fan when you first hijacked my show and made it something completely different than what we agreed upon. But you've done very well for me, for the station. I know a lot of people who could use someone with your drive, intelligence, and dedication.
Use me how?
As a consultant or a manager.
Like a campaign manager?
Perhaps. Now, I don't want to leave, but I also don't think you're going to be satisfied in this position for very long. So if I can help you move on to that next phase.
I'll be honest, I hadn't considered a next phase. I want to make the best morning show possible. And beyond that,
You've never thought of taking things to a national scale? Ever?
Well, of course, but through a show like this, not in any other way.
Now, I'd say you were bluffing, but you seem genuinely taken aback by the question.
I am.
That surprises me. I assumed you'd covered every angle. Guess even the great Shelley Myers has blind spots.
Don't we all?
Yes. Tell you what, why don't I take you to one of my networking events this Thursday evening? Dress fancy. I'll make some introductions. You can talk to some people, and then we'll go from there.
I'm flattered, really, but I'm really not looking to leave my job.
You don't have to. In fact, I'd prefer it if you didn't. but it's my business to know people, and it may not be today, but I don't think you're going to be content sticking around here forever. When you leave, I'd like to be the one to facilitate that.
All right. Thursday. Where and when?
Meanwhile, downstairs in the studio, Gus and Pat await Shelley's return so they can plan tomorrow's broadcast.
I hope she's not in trouble again.
Trouble? Are you kidding me? Brooks Dillon loves her now. Don't you hear the way he talks about her? He probably is just offering her his job.
I don't trust that man. He's always struck me as a phony.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's the problem.
What are you talking about, Gus?
You're probably worried he's asking her out.
What? Why would I be worried about that?
Because you like Shelley.
I do not.
You do so. Come on, man. Pat and Shelley sitting in a tree.
What is this,
FUCK
high school?
Listen, why don't you just ask her to dinner?
We work together. It would be inappropriate.
What?
Haven't you ever heard of workplace harassment?
No, she's your boss, Pat. It would be inappropriate for her to ask you, not the other way around, man. Get it?
It could make things awkward.
Oh my God, absolutely. And that's why I haven't said anything before now. But listen, I'm tired of watching those long glances you cast at her direction through the booth window.
Gus, this is a place of business.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Stop. Shelley's going to be back any minute.
And are you going to ask her out?
No,
Chicken.
I'm not chicken.
You said it was inappropriate. You never said you weren't interested.
Shut up.
Shelley, we were just talking about you, my friend.
Oh, good stuff, I hope.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't you say, Pat? Very, very good.
What?
Ignore him. What did Dylan want?
Nothing, just the usual. You know him. Did you two already go over the rundown while you were waiting for me?
What do you think?
I could replace you in a second. Gus. I dream about it. I literally dream about it. With what we've done, lots of people would just love to have your job.
And yet, my charm is unique and rare.
Oh, fine. Let's get it over. Let's go over it.
All right. Sounds good to me. Page 1. Oh, an introduction. How original.
Pat, you okay?
Huh?
You seem a little bit distracted. Is everything all right?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, well, let's dig in then, shall we?
Thursday evening.
Oh, you showed up. I was beginning to think you weren't going to.
Me too.
Well, let's start with Roger Lark. He's right over here.
Shelley Myers.
Hello, Aiden. Fancy seeing you here.
Mm-hmm.
Shelley, this is Roger.
Shelley Myers. I've heard of you.
You have?
Of course.
Well, that makes sense. Tell me, why haven't you and your fellow members of the city council pushed out Mayor Hayes yet for her crimes?
Shelley?
As you know, that's not within our powers.
Yes, I know City Code Section 46.2 states the clerk would schedule the recall election, but he's got the petition with the needed signature, so why hasn't he scheduled it?
He will, but in case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of quite the crisis.
Huh.
Roger, I apologize. I really...
Don't apologize, Brooks. This young lady knows her stuff. That's always appreciated.
Funny you bring that up, Shelley, as Roger and I were just discussing the recall right before you interrupted us.
You were?
Yes. I was trying to convince Roger to run to fill the mayor's desk.
That's an interesting idea. You have the track record with the city. What would be the primary issues on your platform?
I haven't even agreed to run.
Sure, but you had to have thought about it.
You seem to know a lot about me. What do you think my issues should be?
Well, Anyone running right now needs to be tough on security and local rule, but a lot of your work has been in social services. So I would say that you would probably be petitioning the federal government for financial assistance with refugee resettling, but wanting to keep the management of it for yourself.
Interesting.
I was just telling Roger that healthcare would be an ideal platform. With the residents so concerned about another outbreak on U.S. soil, we should be prepared in case it happens here.
Sure, but it won't.
How can you know that? We don't know what caused the virus in the first place, or how it continued to spread even after nuclear weapons were dropped in the infected area.
Yes, but there are a lot of people and a handful of states between us and the infected. We would have warning, and we'd want to see how others handle it first. The only thing we'd need to do anytime soon is lock down.
That won't keep the population calm.
That's because they are sheep. But if we have a good leader, I'm sure she or he could say something that would keep them at bay.
You don't have a very high opinion of the people you serve.
You don't know how right you are.
I'm not a public servant.
But journalists are public servants. Now, true, many don't act like it, but at the end of the day, the job you're doing is to serve the people.
I don't think Shelley really cares about anyone but herself.
Be nice, Aiden.
The people have to take personal responsibility to educate themselves. I do my best to get the appropriate information in front of them, but at the end of the day, I'm just giving them the facts, and they have to take it from there.
Well said, Shelley. Excuse us, Councilman Lark. Aiden, we've got to make the rounds.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Ms. Myers. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Oh, you are? I don't usually come to these types of parties.
We can tell.
Not a party. It's a networking event.
You might want to work on getting a little more comfortable, Shelley, because I think you'll be making more frequent appearances.
I'm not so sure.
Trust me, you will.
See you later.
You don't seem to care much for Shelley, Aiden.
She has her admirable qualities, sure, but, well, I just don't trust her.
You don't understand her.
No, I really don't. I mean, do you?
I'm not sure yet, but I'd like to find out.
I have connections at her show. Would you like me to set up a lunch for you?
I think I can handle my own schedule. Thank you very much.
Of course, sir. I didn't mean to imply otherwise.
Certainly. Now, what were you saying about healthcare? Will Shelley be drawn into local politics? Will Pat muster up the courage to ask her out? Come back to find out in more stories from Morning Show. Rufus Reginald Rochester, former mentor of Daniel Kravitz, the Chosen One, has worked for ULP for years. But what was his childhood like? Let's take a look at a pivotal day in a short called Young Rufus, written by old Rufus himself, Shane Stefanchik. This particular story takes place during the 14th year of his life and begins in a storage locker.
I think I've managed to shake them. Bloody monsters.
Foolish Rufus.
But
You seek to hide when you could fight. Let me grant you the power to break your shackles and become more than just a man.
how many times do I need to tell you? I'm never taking the steel. I've already read all there is about your kind. Sure, you give me the power, possibly enough to rival that among the strongest monster out there, but at the cost of my fate.
Bah to fate. What is fate to a simple human? Perhaps your fate is to die at the hands of a trusted friend. You know not of your fate.
True. However, I also could be fated to be the chosen one. And then where would I be? Leaving the world in danger, all because of what? Pride? Well, I probably won't be the chosen one, but
You call it pride, but I call it vengeance.
it wouldn't be vengeance. It would be more cruelty. The last thing this world needs.
You would be so quick to choose cruelty. If only you knew, young Rufus.
If I only knew what. Actually forget it. I do not wish to hear more temptations from your kind. Empty words from a hellion like you.
Ah, your words are like those of an old man. Why do you choose to turn away from your peers?
I have no peers. At least none my age. I have my sights set upon being the youngest admitted to the ULP. I can't let anything get in my way.
But nothing would get in your way, youngling, were you to take my deal.
Yes, I know. I've heard this pitch many times. Tell me this, demon. Would I even have the power enough to destroy even you?
Oh, you are an odd one, Rufus Reginald Rochester.
Answer the question, if you please.
Yes, if you so choose, you could strike even me down. But know this, child. Once you say yes, the power is yours and your fate is mine. Whether I live or die, try to perish, the power and your fate perishes with me.
Rufy, oh Rufy, wherefore art thou Rufy? Check over there, will ya? He's got to be in here somewhere.
Oh, they grow closer, Rufy.
That's enough of you, Beardo.
Oh, the mortals, they cannot hear me. Only you can. I have chosen you because you have a quite delicious fate, young one. I want it. I need it.
All more the reason that I can never let your hands get on it.
Just then, Derek and his gang pull Rufus out of the storage locker.
Well, Rufy, hiding from us.
I'm surprised you guys were able to find me. I guess pigs do have a good sense of smell.
What the hell did you just call him?
Relax, Quinns. I've got this.
Sorry, Derek.
What the hell you just call me?
Well, it looks like you're not the only one suffering from stupidity, but also hearing loss. No wonder you're failing all your classes.
Oh, listen up, you little nerd. You think just because you're the teacher's pet, that means we aren't going to kick your ass? Think again. I'm tired of you looking down on everyone, thinking you're better than us.
Well, I am. Quentin is taking algebra for the 3rd time. Robbie doesn't even speak. And Derek,
Say it.
he's a moron. I would hope being seniors would have meant a higher level of education, but I suppose if you spend your whole day slacking off.
Oh, speaking of slack-offs, how's your sister?
Rosaline is not a slack off. She's just choosing to spend her time pursuing things beyond the academic.
Oh, and how do you know we don't do that too?
Really?
You know, unlike her brother, Rosie is looking pretty cute these days. Maybe we should pay her a visit after class. What do you say, boys?
Yeah, I got lost period with her. I could probably convince her to stay in the room till the teacher leaves.
Leave her alone.
And if you can't convince her with words...
If I can't convince her with words, what?
God, Rufy's right. I do hang out with morons.
You certainly are included in that descriptor.
Oh, we'll see if Rosie agrees.
Leave my sister out of this. It is between us.
Uh-oh. Did we strike a nerve in that little egghead of yours? Somebody whoops his big sister. I think it's about time she experienced what grown-up love is like.
You lay a finger on her, I swear to God, I will...
You will what? Why, you think you gonna do against the three of us? Face it, you're powerless. There ain't nothing you can do, is there?
Yardo,
What the hell you just say to me?
You just say you'd agree, Rufus Reginald Rochester, and keep your beloved Rosaline Rochester safe.
Say something else, stupid, and watch what happens. Quince, beat the crap out of him, and let's go find sweet little Rosie.
I agree, Yardo.
Let it be known that the fate of Rufus Reginald Rochester is now property of Biardo.
And with that, a sudden surge of strength, magic, and power overwhelms Rufus. He effortlessly tosses Quentin off of him and across the room, the boy flying into chairs and denting the walls.
What the hell is happening?
Oh,
No more. I would never let a monster like you lay a hand on my sister or anyone else.
And just by Rufus simply speaking the words, both of Derek's hands are ripped from his body, leaving bloody stumps in their place.
Such a natural talent for destruction, young child. You should join me. Together, we could overtake even the ultimate evil itself.
My God, what have I done?
Oh, do not fret, my boy. You have simply taken precautions to guard the ones you love. Now, finish the job. Make sure the third one will never hurt anyone again.
The only one who won't be hurting anyone is you, Biardo. It's time to end this.
Who is he talking to?
Don't be foolish, Rufus. If you strike me down here, it won't change the fact that your fate is gone. It's mine. Mine to devour.
And that is something I will have to live with.
Stay back. You'd harm me, and this paddle will disappear, and you'll have nothing.
I'd rather have nothing than become a monster myself.
A new deal. A new deal, then. I'll give you back your fate. Just let me go.
I can't do that. Now that I've seen firsthand, I cannot let you wreak more havoc.
Here, this crystal, it is your fate in solid form. Ingest it, and you shall be made whole again.
Disappear, Biardo.
No, child, no!
I said, disappear!
And with a flash and a wave of energy, Biardo is no more. The power that he granted Rufus is also gone, leaving behind a wake of destruction, and also the crystal in Rufus's palm.
Target acquired. Rufus Reginald Rochester, you're coming with me. The rest of you, take care of those three.
The UOP, as expected. You have quite a remarkable response time.
You knew who we are.
I do. I should love to speak with somebody about recruitment.
I don't... okay.
You mind if I bring my crystal with me?
I guess not.
Does the crystal really contain Rufus's fate? Will he ever ingest it? What will happen if he does, or if he does not? Keep listening to Daniel Kravitz, Chosen One, to find out. This is Universe Journey, Season 6. It's 2428. Captain Richard Y. Kakay commands Eastwood Station, situated near a wormhole to the Echo Dimension. Kakay and crew protects the galaxy from invasion of their evil counterparts.
I am in charge.
Kakay's first officer is Commander Michelle Tokalati.
We also now have a starship, the ASS Thrifty, Too Fast, Too Furious.
That's nice. The station is located near the planet Surreptitia, home to Commander Meow Meow, the ASS's liaison to the world.
I am not evil, but my Echo counterpart is, and he murdered my family.
Tough break. The communications officer on Eastwood is the newly promoted Lieutenant Michael Anders.
Wasn't he already a lieutenant?
I was a lieutenant junior grade, but now I'm a full lieutenant after commanding the station during the invasion.
Ah, don't get too full of yourself.
I won't. We barely survived.
Moving on. Also just promoted as a member of the science team, Lieutenant Junior Grade New, an android.
I do not like my boss, Lieutenant Commander Simon. He cries a lot. Thankfully, he is transferring to the new Starship, so I will not have to hear it any longer.
Sounds horrible. The chief engineer of Eastwood is Commander Combe Foley.
Aye, I've got my work cut out for me, removing all these bloody booby traps the startup Tish put in the building.
Last but not least, overseeing this region of space is Admiral Jamie Jameson.
We will stop the Echo Dimension and find the evil version of my wife loose in this universe.
Theme song.
Space. We are in you. We travel far beyond the stars, from Pluto all the way to Mars and beyond, for we go much, much, much further with lots of enthusiastic fervor. Our mission is never ending. Like Facebook, we'll be ever friending. Join us every month on our journey. Though you may want an attorney, for we won't be held liable for your claims. And if you ask us again, we'll say the same.
Tonight's episode, Looking Up. We begin a few days after the season 5 finale on one of the docking limbs that jut out of the station. Commanders Meow Meow and Foley and Lieutenants New and Anders watch a majestic new vessel pull up and park.
Honeys, I'm home.
Welcome back, sir.
Good to see you, Captain.
It's good to see you too, Foley. All of you.
Why did you beam her over instead of walking through the docking port?
Well, I was on the bridge. That would have taken too long.
And yet, you chose to beam her to where you would have walked instead of the command deck or your apartment?
I knew you all would be waiting for me.
Of course we would.
Wow, look at the Starship.
It is most impressive.
Yes, and it's all ours. Where's Tokolati?
Oh, she is in your office waiting for you.
Uh-oh. Sounds bad.
Yes, she did not seem happy.
All right, ladies and gents, time to face the music.
Do you want me to come, sir? For moral support?
Thanks, Anders, but I've got this.
Kakei heads to the nearest elevator, which rockets along the limb and up to the command deck near the top of the main body. He soon arrives at his own office overlooking the operations center.
Sir?
You didn't come to greet me?
No.
Tokolati, I can explain. I
was really worried.
I was too there for a bit.
Ass, why did you leave without telling me?
I didn't want... You're right. I should have told you.
Don't ever do that again.
All right. I won't. I won't.
I'm serious. If I'm going to be your exo, you can't just run off on me like that.
Hey, I knew you could handle it.
That's not the point.
I know. And seriously, I won't. The next time I decide to run off on a suicidal mission, I'll make sure it's cleared with you first.
You'd better. So, I'm at least as good as you, huh?
Well,
I'm glad you're all right, Captain.
It's so good to be called that again.
I'll bet. Is that our ship?
Yep. A real beauty, isn't it?
It's bigger than the Thrifty. Looks more powerful, too.
Considerably.
I'll have Spalding paint the name on it right away.
Are you sure you don't want to revisit Thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious? It's kind of long and... Right. I agreed. That's its name.
It really is good to have you back, sir.
1 month later, Captain Kakay steps onto the command deck at the start of shift.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Isn't a beautiful morning, people? Hey.
Yes, sir.
What makes this morning more beautiful than others?
The sun is shining.
As it always is.
The birds are chirping.
Not on a space station.
And New has grown a beard.
Yes, I have. Do you like it?
It looks just like my new beard.
Yes, it looked very handsome on you, so I thought I would grow one as well.
But you're...
An android? We made New so she could mimic most human processes.
Including growing facial hair?
I don't remember giving her that one. Maybe Foley did.
Oh, I added it myself.
It's a little disturbing.
I think it looks very becoming on you, Lieutenant Neo.
Thank you, Commander Meow Meow.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, it's a beautiful morning. No one is invading. The new Starship is almost ready for the crew. A fresh batch of recruits are on their way out. What's there to be upset about?
I don't know, sir.
That's right, Anders. You don't know, because there isn't anything.
The elevator doors open to admit Admiral Jameson and a familiar figure.
Captain Purtle?
Oh.
I am here to resume my duties as liaison between the ASS and the Surreptish people.
But those are my duties.
Like I said, it's a great day, isn't it, Admiral Jameson?
Captain Kakay, Commander Meow Meow. Let's talk in the conference room, shall we?
Now, I think you guys have this handled. You don't need me.
Meow Meow?
Yes, sir.
On the ASS Thrifty, Too Fast, Too Furious, the ship's chief engineer, Lieutenant Commander Spalding, gives Eastwood Station Chief Foley a tour.
She's a beauty, Lieutenant Commander Spalding. You've done well.
Well, when she's new out of the box, there isn't much to do other than adding Captain Kakei's customizations.
The 6th suite addition to the apartment.
Ugh, new and expanded. But he also let me add a foosball table in the main bar, so I'll consider it a wash.
Probably for the best.
There's one thing that is bothering me, though.
Oh, what is it, lad?
The doors make sounds. Watch. Okay, I mean, I don't blame myself because this virus seems to have spread to every starship and station in the fleet, but I thought on a new starship they might be silent as designed.
Oh, well, I might have an explanation for that.
You do? Did you fix it on the original Thrifty?
No, I added it on the original Thrifty.
I don't think I heard you right, Commander. Did you say you added the sound?
Just between you and me, lad. I found space so heartless when the starships didn't make any sounds, so I tweaked it just a bit.
The beamer? The laser pistols?
Yes, that was on me too.
Commander Foley.
I made it a virus-like, so I didn't have to individually program every system on the starship. I didn't realize it would spread like it has. But it's kind of nice, isn't it?
I mean,
You aren't going to rat me out now, are you? I know it's a juicy morsel of ska, but it didn't do any harm. Besides, I've more than a few years on you, lad, and quite the fans in command.
your secret is safe with me, Commander Foley. Professional courtesy.
I knew you'd see it, my lad.
In the main conference room off the command deck.
I have not given up the position.
You did not have to give it up. Her Most High has named me the liaison, so I am the liaison.
Her Most High would not have done this without speaking to Captain Kake.
Captain Kake does not have authority on Surreptish or of its power structure.
He is the Blessed One.
Please, you two.
Admiral Jameson, this is my job.
Meow meow. Whoever is in that role must be agreed to by the Surreptish. If Her Most High said...
But it isn't fair.
Her Most High does not want a murderer amongst her staff.
I did not murder my parents.
DNA evidence says otherwise.
The ASS has provided proof that overrides that evidence.
It is surely fake.
Stop! Meow meow didn't kill anyone.
Well, that's not true, Admiral Jameson. I dropped an air conditioner on Captain Kake's old girlfriend's head.
He didn't kill anyone on Surreptidia.
Oh, yes, that is accurate.
Until our justice system says otherwise. He is not fit to serve.
But Admiral Jameson...
I'm sorry, Meow Meow. I'll follow up with Her Most High and petition for you. But if she says you can't serve in the role, then you can't serve in the role.
Well, then what am I supposed to do?
Well, Eastwood Station doesn't have a science officer currently. Maybe Captain Kake will let you stay on.
Science officer on a space station. That seems like a pretty useless job.
Well, what do you want me to do, Meow Meow?
I don't know.
A short time later, down on the mall of the station.
Before we go down there, Captain, you should know that there's
I know enough,
really-
Commander Tokolati. The ASS commissioned a statue on my station, and I'm sure it's lovely.
But Captain, I don't
They
think
did
you
not
really
get my likeness right. Is that what happened? I know my face looks like it's chiseled out of beautiful, beautiful marble, but it is hard to copy. Many have tried, none have succeeded.
No, sir, it's not quite that. See,
Don't worry about it, Tokolati. Even if it doesn't look much like me, it's the thought that counts.
Fine. You'll just see it for yourself.
That's what I said, Tokolati. Here we are.
Finally, you're late, Kake.
My apologies. Let's unveil this beauty.
A strange choice of phrase, but all right.
What the...
I was the best captain in the fleet.
Ooh, and it talks.
I died a hero. Being a hero is just what I do.
How does it know he died?
You didn't know who this... Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay because it's so creepy.
You didn't know who this statue was of?
I tried to tell him, sir, but you know how he is. He doesn't really listen.
I understand, Tokolati.
This thing cannot stay on my station.
Some people ask me why I'm so handsome. I'll tell you my secret. I was sculpted this way.
Tokolati, have Foley take it down.
I can't, sir. We don't have the authority.
I'm the captain of the station.
ASS Command ordered it erected. It stays.
I'll always live on in your hearts and in your sexual fantasies.
Not much later, in the station's primary bar.
It isn't fair.
I'm sorry, Meow Meow. Tough break.
Surely we can make them see reason.
Oh, my people do not respect reason.
Oh.
Is there anything I can do?
While I appreciate the sentiment, you are in no position to help me, Anders. Nor are we friends. Why are you here?
We've served together for years. You don't consider me a friend?
No, a colleague. A mostly capable one at that, but not a friend.
When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my prayers. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, I know you will miss me when I'm gone. Sigh.
I taught him that.
Yippee.
That was very rude.
Oh, being sarcastic about your song or telling Anders I wasn't his friend?
Both, but I was referring to how you treated Lieutenant Anders.
Well, it's true.
Maybe, but perhaps Lieutenant Anders would like to be your friend.
Why?
It is good to have friends.
I have friends. Captain Kake, Commander Tokolati, Commander Foley.
We are friends.
Yes, you are my best friend.
That is most touching. I feel the same way. What are you going to do?
I guess I will take the science position on Eastwood Station, if Captain Kake allows me to.
Then I will serve under you.
Oh, I had not considered that. That would be nice.
Yes.
Captain's diary, and it feels good to say that again. I've put in an official request to have the statue of the Shat removed, or at least its voice disconnected. The ASS rejected that request in 5 minutes flat. How is that enough time to even review it? I mean, come on. It'd take them way longer to shut down all my other requests I send up. Anyway, Commander Meow Meow asked for the science officer job on Eastwood. I don't want him to be my science officer again, but Tokolati will kill me if I kick him off the station. Surely there has to be something I can do about him that I won't absolutely hate. I'd better sleep on this decision.
So, this is the tale of our noble crew. They're here for a long, long time, with space stations and starships and beamers, all the luxuries. Come back next time, my friends, to see if all this happiness can be maintained on another universe journey. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight's show is written by Jerome Wetzel, Samantha Stark, and Shane Stefanchik, directed by Samantha Stark. It guest starred the voice of Stephen Woosley, with Wayne J., Aaron Crane, Helen Casebolt, Rachel Bobbitt, Eric Bobbitt, Grant Dine, and Sam Clements. It's All Been Done Radio Hour stars Wendy Parks, Samantha Stark, Chase McCants, Joe Morales, Dan Kondo, Seamus Talty, Katie Boisenault, Nick Argenbright, Ryan Yohe, Kristen Green, Keith Jackson, Nathan Haley, Shane Stefanchik, and myself, Darren Essler. Come back Saturday, September 12th, 2020 for our next show. And don't forget to donate at patreon.com/IABD. Good night, everyone.